now.
Okay, well, Sam, we know we started, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Just going to do the
I'm in a hammock.
podcast from the hammock. That's nice.
No, I got to get out of the hammock now, and that's what's going to be difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, good
'Cause
luck with
it's
that.
really low. I'm almost on the floor.
That's nice.
I
My cat.
think Michael's trying to say, get out of the hammock.
He is.
Well, I'm watching my cat pace underneath her. You gotta crush Max.
Cloak was just here too.
And we're live.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Okay, so I did.
Well, at
I
least
guess...
swing back and forth if you're going to land.
Right?
Oh, I'm on the delay. I see you're getting out now.
Yeah.
You're on the... Okay, let me cut that volume. There
So
we
we settled on a name. It's going to be Fitness in Theory. Since
go. What are we?
Fitness in
Fitness
Theory.
in theory. All
Yeah.
right.
So we're trying to lose weight, basically. The
Basically.
theory's there. Now we got to put it into practice.
Okay.
Watch Sam roll out of the damn hammock.
I told you
Hey,
I was almost
Diana,
on the
how's it
floor.
going?
It was easier to get off onto the floor. That was
Hey.
fun.
How's it going, Neo? Neo says, "I wish I had a hammock." Oh,
I bought it on Amazon.
okay. Why'd you
for
have to mess with
$70
it?
bucks. Now you're sideways. What
There
the
we
hell are
go.
you doing? There we go. Okay, I gotta
I'm
move my
trying to
camera.
get... I'm trying to see both of you.
So this is Chris is demonstrating why
There
I
we go.
hate phones.
I forgot to pull up the YouTube.
Dan says, "Hey Chris, glad you decided to be a statue this time. Oh, not to be a statue. Yeah, 'cause
Oh, I'm
you were
still thinking
frozen on
about
the
it.
last one.
Just hang in there.
Your internet might
Just
crap
hang in
out.
there. We'll see.
Freeze. Lock up.
Yeah, I keep... your guys' sound keeps freezing up on me, so I have a bad feeling about today.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
lovely.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You don't have. Oh, you're using your laptop, huh? You don't have a decent webcam, do you?
And what?
You don't have a decent webcam?
I do have a decent webcam. It's built into my phone, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, on your laptop.
No, I don't have a thing on my laptop. But then, yeah, it's like the built-in one is really blurry.
Do you
That's
have
why I
a,
use the phone.
do you have a USB port?
Yeah.
Okay, just wondering.
Oh, all right.
It's in my
But
best.
then-
It's in my best interest.
It's no, well, but okay. All right. Knock yourself out.
Anywho.
So then, anywho, all right, we're live.
Live from.
Everywhere.
I was gonna say New
Live
York.
from-
yeah. New York.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Live from Colorado and Vegas. It's Tuesday night.
Yay!
Doesn't have the same effect, does it?
Yeah, it didn't have the same ring to it.
We need to come up with a catchphrase or some kind of intro.
Some kind of intro or something.
Yeah.
I think Sam needs to come up with that because
Or
this is your baby, Sam.
I'll
Come
work
on,
it.
come up
I'll
with
work
something.
on it.
is that going to be after you're working on the first episode?
I've been busy building a hammock.
Yeah. It's not even really. It really shouldn't be that much for you to cut.
I just haven't
It's
opened
not-
it since the first
yeah.
day of the Christmas phase.
Chili.
Well, no,
I
I'm
think
thinking it's not.
From now on, Michael needs to edit the first episode of every new podcast. Then he'll know, and he'll shut his fucking trap when we drag our asses getting on
Well,
uploaded.
yeah.
He'll-
well, this
he'll
one-
understand.
This one's different. It's not like Rider Sanctuary. That one's all fucked up.
That's true. That's true.
The last two,
But
the first,
but Doc's here, so
well, the two episodes we did for Crossing Colorado, actually, the first two podcasts went really well.
yeah.
So you really shouldn't
I
be
know.
much to cut for Crossing Colorado. Rider Sanctuary,
Yeah,
on the other
only
hand, where
the
we're getting
first,
liquored up.
10, 15 minutes of each
Speaking
one.
of which, I've got me some Drambuie tonight.
I am not drinking anything.
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot my water. Son of a bitch, I'm really not drinking anything.
We'll go get it. This
Hmm.
is the time to do it. I don't know.
Right?
Okay, while
I
we
got
wait
too
for
busy
Sam,
with the hammock.
we had cauliflower rice, chicken, green peppers, onions, and mushrooms mixed with a sugar-free teriyaki sauce. And oh my god, it was good. And
Way better than last night's.
It was like 187 calories total, and I am so fucking full right now. Let's see, I'll look it up real fast.
Wait, how many calories in your full? 187?
Look, give me a second.
Wow.
Dinner,
That's
100,
cool.
no, 184. I'm sorry.
Wow,
Yeah, it
that's
was,
great.
Yeah. 184 calories, and it was a huge heaping bowl too. That's why I like using cauliflower rice, because it's not really that bad. And
I was
you
cooking
can
it.
have so much because it's so light. So it's like a big wad of filler. I'm
Dagger
stuffed.
and Max are playing with the hammock.
Chris, I weigh 185. I'm trying to lose 50 pounds. This is from Diana in chat. And Neo Solar says,
okay.
Chris, Michael wants to invest in your contribution to these podcasts. Yeah.
He doesn't want me to sound like shit. And look,
No, you sound great. It's your... you keep freezing. But do you
maybe
have...
that'll fix it. We'll hope. Let's hope.
Is your laptop wireless, though?
Yep. I go to Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That's going to be the issue, I bet.
Mike hates everything Wi-Fi.
Everything in my house is hardwired.
Well, sure.
The
Yeah, he's a
TV.
computer guy, so.
Yeah, I purposely went down and bought like 5 huge rolls of 50-foot Cat 6 Ethernet cables so I can run everybody's computers. Like, so I have everybody's computers on Ethernet, the TV's on Ethernet. I got the laptop in the living room on
so
Ethernet.
on the back, over my shoulder here, on the other side of the hammock, on that shelf, his laptop is sitting there. It's hardwired also.
Yeah. And so is the Xbox and the PS4 or PS5. I hate wireless
PS4.
technology.
We have a PS4.
Are you sure? Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. PS5 just came out, so it's PS4.
Yeah, we have a PS4.
Well,
yeah.
maybe I'll.
I love having.
I don't know. I'll look around. I don't know if we even have a phone jack in this room. We might. If I can, then I can move the router in here. But it won't be this week because this will be my son's bedroom when he comes.
Are you guys on
but-
DSL?
I'm sorry.
You guys
No,
use DSL?
we're on. No, it's that's the cable one, right? We just use a phone jack.
That'd be DSL.
Yeah, that's what DSL.
Oh, is that DSL? Oh,
Digital
okay.
subscriber link. Yeah, I used to do.
So
tech support
yeah,
for
we
it.
do phone jack one.
Okay, so yeah, you should have far more than enough power. I wonder why your wireless sucks so bad.
Oh yeah, it should be more than enough. Should be. I don't know.
Probably using a Huawei.
Well, actually, right now I'm not even using Wi-Fi on my phone because that's when it was getting messed up before.
It
Remember?
messes up
Yeah.
when you have.
Don't change it.
Oh, shut up! Relax. I'm turning on Wi-Fi. I'm turning it on. We're gonna take a look.
Nope, you're
No,
trash.
yep. Now you're frozen.
And I can't hear you.
And we lost Chris because he tried to prove a point. Anyway,
Tried to
Neo
keep it
says,
better.
Neo Soul Rider, I tried doing transcription for a YouTuber and it took a long time just to get through a 30-minute video.
Yeah.
What you could do is on YouTube, they have the, I don't know if you have access to the back end. I know that I can download the audio, what is called captions from YouTube directly, edit those and re-upload them to my channel. So if you have access to the back end, you probably do the same thing. Just download the captions and then clean it up. Is he coming back?
He says he can hear us talk,
He
so
broke.
he doesn't know.
You shouldn't have messed with it. We haven't even started the show, man.
Right?
Okay, so about my previous point earlier about these ones not being so bad to edit. Thank you guys for proving me wrong.
No problem.
Oh, I love Jambui.
Awesome.
All right, well, we sit here and wait for Chris to
figure out
return.
his ship.
You guys are still waiting for me?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we heard you.
You need to restart your device 3 times.
No, I don't.
Wait, picture coming back. Oh, now you're sideways. But you're back. Yay!
Well, that was a computer repair joke. There's a couple of awesome YouTube videos out there that, like the tech support guy. That one's still my favorite. I came across it when I was running the computer business. You've seen that one, Sam. I can't remember offhand where it's at, though.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. He's a phone, doing it over the phone. It has to be a skit, because it's just, did you turn your computer on and off 3 times? And you have to wait and then turn it back on. Anyway.
Okay.
The deal with the YouTuber didn't follow through, so we parted ways. Yeah, he's back. Okay.
That happens.
That was me, yeah. Yeah. Eh.
That
Probably
sucks.
gonna need to admit. Can I pop out my chat? I can hide chat.
Yes, you can on the triple button dealing on the top right of the chat window.
There it is. Yay.
It says pop out.
Because then I can put it over here.
Yep, I had to pop it out because it did that thing where it wiped out the chat again.
Ah. Well, I need it on my main screen where you guys are, because otherwise I spend my whole time looking this way.
I should do
So
this. Yeah, that way.
now I have everything on my main screen, so I'm looking at.
There, so instead of crinking my neck and looking at Discord, I can look at my main screen and pretend like I'm actually talking to you guys.
There you go. Yay.
Anyway, okay, so let's get started,
Okay.
shall we?
Let's get started. Today we
Okay.
are talking about what are we talking about? Gym versus working out at home versus going to the gym.
We are professional.
Super professional. Whatever. I know that Mike has a ton of stuff behind me in the hammock
Well,
that he likes to work out at home.
behind the hammock and on the left of the hammock, yeah.
Everywhere.
I have
Actually-
my own little home workout gear.
All that. This.
That's a Zaz.
Like-
That's actually going to be featured. I've been working on my weight loss video that I have planned out for after the 8 or 6 weeks of keto. And I've already done the storyboard for it today and the music. So now I just got to record the video. It's a lot of video. But I'm featuring the Zaz in it a couple of times. But it's a vibration board. So you stand on it. It shakes you around a bit. Makes my fat itch. Makes me feel dirty, and not in the good Las Vegas way.
No, I think it does make you feel dirty in a lot of ways.
Oh.
I don't know.
I like to go to the gym because, well, not that I go to the gym, but I don't work out at the house either. So paying for the membership, a lot of times I'm a little more motivated to actually get off my ass and go ish. Don't roll your eyes at me, I see you.
Whatever.
I just prefer to go to the gym than work out at the house.
There's a lot of things at the gym that I like. Like I said last week, I'm in love with the ab crunch machine. I think that's the coolest thing yet. I don't know why. I'm just really into it. I do like all the machines. That's one of the cool things I like about the gym is that you have heavier weights that you can work with. And I don't need to disassemble my living room for most of the stuff if I go to the gym. So, but I don't have $20 a month to throw at a gym that I'll probably never go to because it's too goddamn hot to walk.
Oh, that's right. Transportation is an issue for you
Not,
right now.
Not necessarily. Planet Fitness is about a little over half a mile up the road, so it's not too bad for a
Oh.
walk. It takes me. I can get there before the end of Welcome to the Jungle. What was I listening to? Paradise City, Guns N' Roses. So I can start it from here, and by the time I get to the end of Paradise City, I'm at Planet Fitness. So it's really not that far of a walk. But it was 100 and some odd degrees in the last couple of months. I'm like,
Yeah.
half a mile and that shit's still too bad. So
Yeah, I drive in
Besides-
the air conditioning.
besides, I can drive. It's like I got pulled over once, and they tagged me for not having a license, which my fault. But the person I was with was like, "How can you drive without a license?" I'm like, "Just because they took my license away doesn't mean I forgot how to drive."
Right?
Of course,
It's not like
in that case, I was 65 and a 55. But that's okay.
well, with the construction zone on the highway. When you
Yeah,
got pulled over,
they were
so.
watching that shit pretty close. I hate Fort Morgan. Anyway, so what about you, Chris? What do you prefer?
Uh, well, well, yeah. When I first started working out, I was into bodybuilding stuff, and no, actually, it was for I was going out for football, so it was more for strength than bodybuilding per se. But then I got into bodybuilding shortly after that, and so I love the gym with all the equipment and all the different weights. I just love the atmosphere there when there's, I mean, well, depending on the gym, I guess, and the people there, but when there's people, a bunch of people just going for it, and I love that. I love the gym. There was a time when my anxiety over the years grew and grew,
Yeah.
and I like had difficulty going to the gym, or like I'd be there and I'd feel awkward the whole time, and I'd leave after a little while. Um, but overall, I mean, I prefer it absolutely. I mean, the I like to have lots of machines, lots of free weights. Like here at home, I've got I got a pair of 25s dumbbells and a little adjustable bench, and that's it.
Yeah.
And so, like, I mean, there's still quite a bit you can do with just a pair of dumbbells,
Oh yeah.
but and then you throw in calisthenics even more. But I always like bodybuilding stuff, so I like using all the equipment and stuff. So yeah, I'm totally a gym favorite, but I mean, like with Michael too, like I hate paying damn money for it
Yeah.
every month. It's
Yeah.
like if I had disposable income, I wouldn't even give it a second thought. It would be gym all the way. But when times are tight, it's like
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Another factor was, in the past, the kids were young. My wife was at home, was either she's at work, and then when she's not at work, she's at home. And of course, when the kids were real little, she was at home all the time with the kids. And it's like, I always felt a little, I don't know, pressured to
Yeah.
like get home already after I've been gone all day long, and she's been, you know, like nonstop with the kids all day. So it's like it was hard to fit in those gym workouts. Um, but now we're empty nesters, so I'm actually looking forward to going back to the gym. Last week I mentioned I was gonna go back, but I didn't go back yet. I probably will. I was almost gonna do it today, but I'm I hurt my back a few days ago, so I'm still giving it a little bit more time. But this week for sure,
Yeah.
I'll be reactivating my. Actually have a membership. It's frozen right now, but I'll be reactivating that one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the gym all the way. But, it's not like you can't get the job done at home. There's a lot you can do just with a pair of dumbbells. So
Yeah.
There
So
really is.
yeah,
I've got
yeah.
two 20-pound dumbbells, and then you can probably see the stability ball back there.
I gotta step
My
out
Swiss
for a minute,
ball.
guys.
I love
We got-
using my Swiss ball.
Oh, twist ball. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I saw on your on Crossing Colorado on your blog.
Oh yeah.
You
I wrote
you're
a
sitting there
blog.
on the ball, bouncy, bouncy. I'm like, oh god.
Yep. It's not
But
just
yeah,
bouncing, but
it
you can
it
use it as a.
works though.
Oh, yeah. What's great is that you can use it as a bench, and when you use it as a
Yep.
bench instead of an actual bench, you're actually putting more work into your glutes and your thighs and your lower back because you have to keep yourself on
Yeah.
the ball. So you're
Yeah.
really lifting yourself up. So it's almost like what's that exercise where you throw your hips forward and you're laying on the floor?
Yeah,
A
like a
glute
hip
bridge.
thrust
Yeah,
kind of
it's like
thing, but
you're like doing a glute bridge.
yeah, reverse bridge or something.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
just on the dumb and you're laying your back on the Swiss ball, and then you're using the dumbbells for like flies and presses. Um, I prefer that. Plus,
Mm.
everybody, like I wrote in that blog post, everybody who sees that ball has to sit on it and bounce on it and play with it. That is probably the most used piece of furniture in my house. Like you can't watch
That's
TV
funny.
or like Sam's mom came over to talk to Sam a few days or last week some point. First thing she did, get on the ball and start bouncing. It's like I don't need a chair in my living room. I have the Swiss ball. That's all we need.
Okay. Well, here,
Um,
let's get into the chat because
yeah,
we're a little behind on that.
I was just gonna say that.
Let me see. You go ahead.
Okay, we left off at where Neo says, "Yeah, he's back," and then treadmill or elliptical, cardio or weights. I am I would pick a treadmill. I like treadmills. I'd rather actually go out and run, but with half the country on fire, it's kind of hard. Um,
Right.
and I focus more on cardio, but I add weights to my cardio. So, like when I play the Xbox, I work myself into a sweaty mess, but I'm also wearing anywhere from 1 to 3 pounds per arm playing my game for a half hour, and by then I've burned 350, 400 calories playing Virtual Smash or Avengers Battle for Earth, and I can just melt through the calories. But I do want to add more weights for the next 8 weeks because I want to look pretty good for this calendar. And I ain't going to be able to do it just by sitting here on the chair.
Oh, right.
What's your favorite there?
Yeah,
Treadmill or elliptical?
you got a photo shoot coming up.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, for me, it's treadmill all the way. I love the idea of the elliptical, um, being like really low impact. However, whenever maybe I'm doing it wrong, but it always like within 2 minutes, I'm fucking done. Like I can't. I am everything from the waist down is just burning. Like I don't know if maybe I need to lock out my knees a little bit or something, but it's just I always feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm running like there's a wild animal chasing me and I
Yeah.
have to keep going faster and faster and faster or something. I don't know what it is, but it's like something about the elliptical that just feels weird to me and it wipes me out real quick and I can't do it for more than a couple minutes at a time. So I'm treadmill all the way on that one. And then Neo also said cardio or weights, both, but I have more fun. Well, no, I'd say
Oh,
I have more
you're
fun doing the weights, but actually, uh, okay, I have more fun doing the weights now, but when I was like 200 pounds or less,
yeah.
190 pounds, I enjoyed going running. Um, Triathlon. I actually did a triathlon.
Nice.
I know a lot of pounds ago, um,
Way in
and
the
I was dead
past,
last. Oh
somewhere else.
my God, I wish I had saved this. I wrote an article about my experience on my first and last. No, it wasn't my last. My first triathlon. Oh, it was just such a crazy story. It was in Hawaii. It was years ago. Oh man, it's a long story, so I won't go. But let's just say it ended with a police escort, and it was fun to write about.
Awesome.
And and
Well, that sounds like
it
a
was so
story I want to
late.
hear.
I finished so late that I didn't even know when I was done because there was no more damn finish line to cross. It was,
So it was like in that
and I got.
movie Run Fat Boy Run. Have you seen that with Simon Pegg?
I haven't seen that, but that
It
sounds
was like
pretty accurate.
midnight and he hits the wall and he's still trying to cross the damn finish
There you
line.
go. There you go. Sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah. The next to the last person was like an 80-year-old lady, and she lapped me on the run at the end. That was
That
kind
I
of
bet you that
humiliating, but
soul
it was
sucking.
good. It was fun. It was such a good experience. I
Grandma
loved
just
it.
whooped your ass.
Except that I was so destroyed. My body was so destroyed. I
Oh, I
couldn't
bet.
I couldn't do it. I was not in shape for it, even though I tried to train for it. But
Well, I did
but
that.
oh yeah, long story short, cardio. I do enjoy I used to enjoy cardio when I was, closer to 200 pounds, but now
Before
that I'm
Grandma lapped
300
you.
plus, or grandma lapped me. Now that I'm 300 pounds plus, yeah, cardio. I'll do walking on a treadmill and 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 a bike, if they have the recumbent bike with the massive seat
Oh
that's
yeah,
like this wide,
yeah.
not that little, not a thing like this that you got to sit on. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. Sit-ups or crunches? Neither. Ugh.
I sit-ups or crunches. Well, like I said, I like the ab crunch machine at the gym. I love that thing. When it comes to crunches, I guess the closest thing I like to do is on the Swiss ball. It's the Swiss ball jackknife, and essentially you put your feet on the ball and roll it towards you while your hands are on the ground, and then you have to extend your legs to roll the ball out and then roll them back in. So you're actually working out your core to bring that ball toward forward.
So
And
you're like down,
what was that?
face to the floor.
Yes, where you're
Okay.
face down, hands on the floor, but your feet are on the ball, and you roll it out with your legs, and then you roll it back in.
So you're
And
kind of like, I'm just trying to picture
kind
it.
of
If I
like
if
you're
I think I
inchworming
know,
it.
you're like your push-up position with
Yeah.
your feet back on the ball, straight back, and then you're curling your knees up towards your chest and rolling the ball
Yes.
forward.
There you
Okay,
go.
I got you.
Yeah,
Got you.
and when you're doing it on the Swiss ball, you have to balance yourself, and it looks easy at first until you actually try to do the first one, and you
Yeah.
realize that you're in trouble because that ball wants to go everywhere else. So you have to like balance yourself. So
Ah,
you're doing your abs and your obliques at the same time to keep yourself from falling off. So it's not as easy as it looks.
yeah, that sounds challenging. I don't think I would do well with that at
And
this point.
I've been playing around with the ab roller lately. Have you ever
Oh
used
yeah, is that
have you
the
ever used
wheel
one?
with the two handles?
Unfortunately.
I've I think my wife or my son might have had one years ago, and I couldn't do one rep. I couldn't do it.
Oh, I did.
Like nope.
I did 7, and I was about to throw up.
Yeah, I think my body would rip open. My
Oh, it
my
was.
abdominal wall would just.
I'm telling you, it was rough. Um, yeah,
Oh,
that was Dan.
and her, yeah. Okay. All right. So,
Yeah, I like it's her show. She takes off.
well, something came up. Something came up. All right. So, well, let's see here.
Um, yeah. I
Does
just
she have her
sent
headset, Sam?
Bam.
Sam?
I just sent Sam a
No.
dirty message.
Like Las Vegas
I've been
dirty?
listening the whole time.
No, vulgar.
I've been listening the whole time.
Well, that's nice. At least she's still caught up. She just doesn't want to participate. Let's see,
Okay,
what
so
else?
let's see who do we have listening? We've got Dr. Diana
Neo,
Brain and Neo Soul
Diana.
Rider. What about you guys? Do you work out at home? Do you have gym membership? What kind of fitness routine journey whatever are you guys up to lately here? Let us know in the chat.
Let's see. I would like to get a gym membership. I like Planet Fitness. I really want to try out their massage bed. But
Well, it's,
yeah, I'm trying to do a kind of a case study for Crossing Colorado. I want to see how much I can do without the gym. And so I'm like, God, if I do that now, it's going to screw up all the data for it. But it's not like I've been really paying attention to it anyway.
Sorry,
Well, do
guys.
you-
I
do
had
you have-
adult family drama that I had to deal with.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like porn? Adult?
No, like, so up in Sterling, I have, at one house, I have the kids that were drama yesterday. And at the other house, I have my aunt and their roommate who's an alcoholic and my mom's girlfriend. And constantly, one of the two houses is having drama. Like, it's just crazy shit.
Which house was on fire tonight? Let me guess.
Mom's house.
Yeah, I figured.
Mm-hmm. We're all good?
We're all good.
I'm so glad I live alone. Ish.
Ish.
How about you? Oh,
Okay,
shit.
so
What?
I prefer the elliptical, the treadmill, because I have the same problem you do, Chris, with the elliptical. It makes my knees and stuff hurt when I use it. My best friend Ashley loves the elliptical, but she can't. But I can't use it. I get on it and my knees start hurting, my hips start hurting, and I'm like, I can't even do this. I hate this thing. But I like the treadmill. We get on the treadmill and put a movie on or something. And that's, my cousin always encourages me, because I'll be like, guys, I'm only going to do like 15 minutes. And then she'll distract me. And then 15 minutes, I have this weird OCD thing. I have to have it, like, I can't say even times, but like,
17 minutes.
Like 15,
Fuck, I gotta
yeah.
go another.
Yeah.
We're at
13
17?
minutes.
Son of a bitch!
So it'll come close to 15, and she'll like distract me, and I'll look down and be like, "Oh, now it's 16. I gotta go to 20." Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Right,
"Uh-huh."
right.
And she'll do that until I've hit like 30 minutes, and I've powered through. Because I'm like, I don't know that I can do this, and she's like, "You got this. You got this." And then cardio or weights, I like both. I love to hit the weight machines. I'm not as I'm not a big fan of doing cardio for the sake of cardio. It has to be engaging. It has to, like, I know people that love to run. I am not a runner.
I run when I'm chased.
Nothing about, if you ever see me running, you should probably run too. Like,
There's something wrong.
Something very bad is behind you.
Yes.
Exactly. So I'm not a huge fan of doing cardio for the sake of cardio. Like,
Right.
When I remember, I love to play the Xbox. I play the stupid dance games, and that's fun. But I love doing the weights. I like the machines more than like free weights, really, because half the time I feel like an idiot with free weights because I just don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like, I'll be like, I'm doing what? You want me to do what?
Hammer curls.
I don't know. Yeah. Like, I got nothing, guys. But I love the machines. And part of my weight loss goal is I want to be fit, not just skinny.
Yeah.
Because I tell my 16-year-old all the time, I'm like, honey, you're fat skinny. And she's like, shut up, Mom. Because she's skinny. She's like a toothpick. But that girl is so damn out of shape. Like,
Oh, Sky?
yeah.
Yeah. There's like no muscle mass to that girl at all. It's all
She can barely
skin,
lift a
bone,
gallon
and
of
like
milk.
there's probably some kind of fat cells between the skin and the bone. But there's absolutely no definition at all. And she is a track star, so like, baby, if you put more effort into working out and getting your leg muscles going, you decimate that field.
Yeah, but
So she wanted to
tell
do
her all
that
the
this
time.
summer, but things kind of fell apart.
Yeah, we're slackers.
Well, she went to freaking DC for a week.
Yeah.
And it's just been kind
And
of
her foot was messed up
yeah.
most of the summer, too.
Yes, it was.
But yeah, so I tell her all the time, honey, you're fat skinny. But so one of my goals is not just to lose weight. I would also like to be toned, like to be fit.
Yep, I'm going for the body of a Greek god.
And I don't do
Not
sit-ups
Bacchus.
at all. I don't do sit-ups. That's like a lot of
I do
effort.
sit-ups. In fact, part of the video that
I'll
I'm
do
making
crunches.
will feature sit-ups. But I'm a big plank fan, and in the thumbnail you see Sam doing the stealth board.
On the stealth board.
So that's going to be something I'll be doing here in the next couple weeks. So I'm going to be doing more of the stealth board and then writing a
I need to
review
get
about
back
it.
on the stealth board because it's fun as hell.
But the stealth board is a kind of like a balance board, but you put your phone in the middle of it, and then you play a game, and then however you shift is where this ball is moving. You have to avoid obstacles. So you have to keep yourself moving. So you're working out every core muscle you got, including your obliques, because you're going back and forth. And yeah, I haven't had a chance to play around with it yet. So that'll be something I'm doing here.
I
soon.
unboxed it, played with it for 5 minutes. It was fun. It was really fun. It whooped my ass, and I haven't touched it since.
Yeah, she begged me for months and months. We need to get this. Crossing Colorado needs to buy this. No, Colorado Place needs to buy this. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, when do we get to it? And I'm thinking, we could just make one for $250. Yeah, we could make
It
this.
wasn't $250. It was $100. It
You
was
could
$100.
you could put your phone on my balance board and have the same effect.
Probably.
So she's sitting there, I want it. She buys it, and it's been used 5 minutes total.
That's not true. Both girls have used it. And Ty's use it.
I have never seen Ty use it.
I thought Ty used it.
Nobody uses it.
No.
The cats get more use out of it than anybody else. The cats get more use out of the Zaz. Okay, so I have this very, very fat orange cat. You probably saw him walking past earlier.
Yeah. I
But
don't see him. That's true.
Savia loves sitting on the Zaz, which is a vibration board, and we can crank that up to like 40. And
40 before he
yeah.
gets off.
that's pretty fast. And he'll sit there and look at you like, all right. I don't know what it
And
is.
his whole self just jiggles. It's so
Yeah,
funny.
I
Hold on.
I think he enjoys his fat jiggling. He's a weirdo, but yeah, he's got more exercise out of that than anybody in the house.
Yeah, he uses it more than anybody. Come
But
here.
it's funny. He'll. I don't know if you're gonna try and get him to play on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you're
he was
try
sitting on
forcing
the-
the cat. Hey, look, everybody, we're exercising the cat. Okay, so he doesn't look it on camera, but
Oh
he
my
is
God.
pushing 20 pounds.
There he goes.
And he'll sit there. What are you up to now?
25.
20, 30. There you go. 37. And he just jiggles.
Look at that flipper
Wow.
fly.
Garfield, what are you feeding him, lasagna or what the hell, man?
No, he gorges himself. I don't know what else to do.
30
And all the
pounds.
20. He's 20 pounds.
20. He's 20 pounds.
20,
He's
20
pushing.
pounds.
Yeah, he's pushing 20. And I
Jeez.
can't put him on a diet because then I'll have to put everybody else on a diet. And I've got 3 cats that don't eat enough as it is. And then I have
And then the two that
and
are.
I have 2 that eat way too much.
And he's looking. He's like, "What? We're done?"
Yeah,
What
now
the-
he's all upset.
He's like, I'm still
He-
here. Oh,
He really likes
goodbye.
that. Yeah, he'll sit there for a while.
I
He
was
really likes that
using
thing.
it because you turn it to different levels, and there's a fitness level and a massaging level. And I was trying to fix my foot. My foot was killing me, so I sit in my chair and I rub my foot on the edge of the Zaz while it's on, and I had it at like 60. And he jumps up on it. And it starts rubbing my foot. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And just like sits there. And I'm like, now I'm going to have to turn this off because I don't like him to be on it very long. Like I can't see that it's good for him. I mean, it's not going to be bad for him,
Yeah.
but it's not good for him either.
Well,
And
how do you know it's not good for him? I have yet to see a study out there that says it's going to kill your cat.
It's bad for cats. Very true. So, I mean, I guess,
He hasn't been affected by it. He likes it.
yeah.
Well, okay.
I know. I'm like, okay, buddy. And you saw, he was like, okay, I like this. He got up there and he's like, what are we doing? And as soon as I turned it on, he's like, oh,
Oh,
okay, this works.
It's time to vibrate my butt.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what he likes about it. He's like, yeah. All right.
Oh. Now he's over there playing in the box because boxes are his favorite thing.
Nope. Open box. Anywho,
Anywho.
real quick, let's see what chat says. Oh, the poor kitty's being judged on live camera. Then Chris and I said, yep. Yes, we do. Diana doesn't have a plan about losing 50 pounds. She just has other priorities right now. Unfortunately, that's when things start going south, when you start thinking that way.
Yes.
Like I had other priorities, and then I hit 305 pounds or 300 plus pounds. And
Right.
I was not, couldn't even tell who I was. That was, and it's freaky to look back at
Crazy
some
to
of
look
the
at pictures
Yeah.
of him. Like
Like,
every once in a
holy
while
shit.
when he starts talking shit about, oh my goodness, I haven't done very good. I haven't. I'll text him pictures because I'm the one who took all the
Oh,
pictures.
like I have one.
I
I
have taken.
recently
Mike
said I'm so
never
fat on
takes
camera.
pictures or anything.
So she sends me back one that looks like John Goodman. So no, this guy's fat. Like, holy shit, you're right. That was like 40, 50 pounds ago.
So every time he starts talking shit about how he hasn't done well, I text him a picture of himself like 5-6 years ago and be like,
Oh yeah.
then who's this? Like,
Right.
look at this, look at you. And
Yeah.
there's a big difference.
Oh god, yeah. Especially that one I've got from 2013, 2017. That was me at my
Yeah.
biggest versus when I came back from LA, and it was like it was, you can't even tell.
It was a different
It's-
person.
yeah.
I mean, like, he just looks like a completely different person. I have to, like, if I want to see a different, it's crazy to think I have lost so much weight already. And I can tell when I look at pictures, especially in my face. Because in my face, like, in the
Yeah.
older pictures, they're so, oh God, I was so fat. And I used to ask people all the time, I'm like, hey, am I that fat? Because I'd see somebody walking by and I'm like,
I'm not that fat,
big,
am I?
but then I'm like, wait, I don't want to be super judgy. Am I that fat? And everybody'd be like, no, you're good. But I look back at pictures of me, I'm like, you guys are all fucking liars. All of you are liars because I was fatter than that. Like,
Yeah, well, that's what I keep telling you. It's like, you used to tell me that that I looked fine, that there was nothing wrong.
yeah, I just.
Until I look back at that one picture, I'm like, you fucking liar.
Well, I remember years ago when my wife we'd be out somewhere at a mall or wherever, and there'd be just someone else walking, and my wife would say, butt is bigger, mine or hers? And I would start
That's
sweating.
loaded
I'm
question. Oh shit.
Like, there's no correct answer.
Right?
Like,
There's like.
oh man, can't you ask me something a little different? Like, oh,
See, and Sam can attest
Yeah.
to this.
kind of funny.
What do you think I would say, Sam?
Mine.
I would take, yeah, I tell the truth. I'm blunt. It's like, if you're going to ask me that shit, yeah, I'll let you know. No, baby.
Dude, you didn't even see the girl yet, and you're like, I'll tell the truth, yours.
Your butt's
Second.
way too...
My ass is huge. Like, there's very few people in this world that have a bigger butt than mine. Like,
Oh.
even skinny, I have total 100% ghetto booty. Like, I have always had ass. That just runs in my family. It just, like, even super skinny, I just, like, I'll be like, oh, skinny, 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 bam, skinny, skinny. Like, just, so, the answer is always me.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah. Well, it kind of helps to be a dick. But I'm a
But
nice
at the same time,
dick.
I never asked not expecting the truth. Like, if I'm asking and I'm like, hey, guys, because I believe that we all have a very
Yeah.
not true, well, I had to think about it, a not true vision of what we look like. Okay?
You think?
Well,
Yeah, our self-image is often
Yeah,
not accurate.
exactly.
At all.
So if I'm ever asking, I'm like, hey, because I'll look at somebody and be like, man, that person's really fat. And then I'm like, oh shit, I know that I'm fat. Am I that fat? Because I need to know where I'm at here. Like, so I never asked not wanting a genuine answer. Like, it was more to adjust self-image. Well, now I have this issue that I have lost so much, and it is noticeable, but I don't see it.
Hmm.
So
How much have you
I
lost
get
from your heaviest?
From my heaviest, I was down 100 pounds almost exactly.
Wow.
But I've put back on 40. So 60 is
Yeah.
what I'm at right now. 60 for my heaviest.
That's great.
No,
Wow.
more than.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 60.
Yeah.
From my very
Okay.
well, and I might have even been heavier, but I was too fat to step on the scale at
Oh yeah.
445
It
pounds.
took us.
So
It took us so long to find a scale that she could get on, because nobody freaking sold them anywhere.
because I was
Yeah.
fat. I mean,
I
and
finally
the
found
crazy
them at
thing
Costco.
is people. I carry my weight very, very well. Okay, so people would be like, "You're how much? You're 440 plus." There's no way, no way. People would be
Oh,
like, "I
well,
would guess 3."
how tall are
And
you though?
Yeah, she was
Right?
6'3",
I'm
built like an Amazon.
I'm only 6'2", and I shrunk. I think I'm only 6 now.
Wait. Hold on 1 second. Arnold Schwarzenegger height 6'2". Arnold
Yeah.
fucking Schwarzenegger is 6'2". So for comparison,
Exactly.
you're Arnold. You are Arnold. Okay. So all right. Okay, gotcha.
Get to the
Roger.
chopper.
Yeah,
Go
so
on.
I mean, but it's crazy. I was going through my pictures on my phone the other day. I was looking for something a few years ago, and there's this picture of Mike and I. This is one I should send.
Oh, is this
It's
one in the
4th
dark?
of July.
Oh
No,
yeah.
no.
That's
It's 4th of July, and I'm sitting in one of the chairs, like in Mike's office, right behind him.
yeah. It's
the camping chairs, the camp chairs.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sitting in one of those, and he comes up, and his head's like right over my shoulder. And I'm looking at that picture. I was like, "Oh,
wow. We both weighed a
damn.
lot in that one.
That's wow." And to look at both of us now, I'm like, I guess there is improvement. But what I was saying about the self-image being wrong is I am still really stuck on that view of myself 80 pounds heavier. And I'll like see myself in the mirror, and not only have I lost that much, I am down 5 pant sizes.
See, that's
From
why
where it was.
it's like when we first started losing weight, she's all stressing out, like, I'm not losing any weight. And, like, she lost 2 pant sizes at that point. Like, just
Yeah.
because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening.
And I have trouble associating, like, that I'm not still that 80 pounds heavier person, and I don't still look the same. And every once in a while I'll catch a picture, like I'll catch my shadow, my reflection, and my reflection is shaped, like has an hourglass shape, like there's actually and I was like, what? I have a waist? Oh no, the last time I had a waist. What's this? And it'll catch me off guard, which is kind of weird to see. Or I'll notice, like right now, my face in the camera, I mean, I know this is a podcast, but talking to you guys, my face in the camera, I'm like, oh, I actually look kind of skinny. So maybe that's where the 3 pounds I lost this week was from my face.
Yeah. There's times when I get out of the shower and I put on my tank top and I look at my shoulders, my chest, my arms, and I'm thinking to myself, holy shit. Getting close.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
I haven't had that kind of moment for a while.
When you get out of the bathroom
Oh.
and you realize why you're destined for greatness.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Typically, I get out of the shower and I'm like, ooh, glad that mirror's fogged.
Grab the
Yeah.
towel. Grab the
Yeah.
towel.
I mean, I do look in the mirror and say, "Holy crap!" once in a while, but not in a good way. So,
Not in a good way.
well,
Oh, Mike, you have my list right there.
Yes, I do.
Will you add self-talk to it?
Shit.
Just add
At what?
self-talk. Just write down self-talk. I'll know what I'm talking about. It might actually be on the list already, but
me and my wife will be driving somewhere out of fucking nowhere. I'll be like, "Babe, text me, 30-pound dumbbells or something, something
Yeah, just
totally random. She'll be like, "What?" And I'll be like, "Text me," because at least that way I'll look at it and I won't forget that I wanted to do whatever, or I'll have an idea for a blog post, and I'll be like, "Text me, Google glasses and drones," At the stadium. Google Glasses and drones at the stadium. Because for the last 20 minutes as we're driving, I've been having all these thoughts in my head, and I'm like, oh wow, I had this great idea of something, da da da, and I'll be like, I can't write it down, you know.
Yeah,
so
'cause
like,
now-
text it to me.
So
Okay,
now he's
anyway.
on the FBI's wanted list because now he's going to be using Google Glass controlled drones to attack a stadium.
No. I was thinking, that would be great because this was when I was reading something about Google Glasses in that example,
Yeah.
and I was thinking about how it'd be cool someday in the future. You'll have these little glasses. It'll have a little heads-up display like in a video game, and like you could be, and it'll be connected to your phone, and you'll have an earpiece, and like you could probably call someone. You could be at a football game at a stadium, and you'll be able to look across the crowd, and like everyone who has their location services activated, you'll be able to see them, spread
Yeah.
out like in a video game or something, and their distance from you. And I was like, this is gonna be so great. I can't wait for the technology to be here. And then I thought about drones, and it's like vloggers of the future will just have a little personal drone that follows them everywhere, and they won't have to do selfies with a phone. They'll just have their drone following them, and you can vlog 24/7.
Be like a familiar, like in Diablo 3. Little ding.
Right.
Yeah. So
Constantly
anyway,
records everything you do.
I wouldn't want that.
so
to
you
happen.
wrote that you wrote down self-talk
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
list.
Yes, I did.
We're good to go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do I hit chat?
Take it away.
Yeah. Let's see. At the chat, okay, Diana had said that she doesn't have a plan. And then she also said, I feel unattractive and out of shape. I'm eating out almost every meal. I don't want to stop. And then she says, Sam, I'm the same way. I get catcalled all the time because of my butt. Yeah. Okay, Diana, here's the deal. Mike and I ate out 3 times last week. 4?
Yeah.
It might have been 4.
3. Well, 2 McDonald's. And what was the
Texas
other one?
Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse. That was it.
That was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, you can eat out, and Dan eats out every night. You saw him.
Yeah.
He came and stood here in front of the camera, and again, he eats out every night.
Yeah. His stove isn't connected, so he has no way to cook food for himself.
And he refuses to come up
And use mine. So he goes out and buys a fuck ton of Domino's and saves it for the entire week. So he's got like 4 pizzas, 3 stacks of sandwiches. I'm like, Jesus,
oh yeah,
man.
I mean he honestly eats out every night. Dan used to be a big guy.
Yeah.
He really did. What he did is he started eating half of everything that he got. Even though he was still eating out and everything, he just started eating half of, like, instead of eating the whole $5 box from Taco Bell, he'd eat half of what was in it. And he still does stuff like that.
Yeah. Saves the rest for later.
Also, the food choices you choose when you go out to eat or when you eat out. You can make healthy decisions at every place. Every fast food place you go to, you can make healthy choices.
At McDonald's, we shaved off more than 300 calories just in not having the bun.
Yeah.
And a ton of carbs. Because that was all pretty much meat and cheese.
Last time I did keto, the girls were in school. And when the girls are in school, at least 4 times a week, we eat out. We're awful. We're so bad about it. But I stayed on keto and kept even eating out. I learned that I can't go to Taco Bell or KFC. KFC and Taco Bell were places that I can't go. Because...
Yeah, because there's like really no way to make Taco Bell keto friendly unless you like scoop the beans out into a bucket or something.
They actually have a power
Put it into
bowl
a
that
bag.
you should be able to make. That you should be able to make keto, but every time I tried, they fucked it up. So I was like, okay, I can't go. Like 4 different Taco Bells, they fucked it up, and I was like, okay, so I can't go to Taco Bell doing keto. Good to know.
Well, we know that we can do McDonald's. They even have special plates for the keto stuff. Like they'll put your burger and cheese and all that. It's just slap it in there. It's like this plastic plate with a cover on it. It works great.
Oh my goodness, Diana, ordering. Okay, sorry, I jumped ahead. Going to the chat, she says, I don't eat fast food though. I order from restaurants. Ordering from restaurants is even so much easier
Yeah.
to make healthy choices.
Yeah, like
I went to Texas Roadhouse for us the other night.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
That was so good. It was expensive, but it was so good. I got us each a steak, a side salad, and the
sauteed, the sauteed mushrooms. Oh,
as our 2 sides.
They were so good.
Now, I fed Annika the bread the second I walked up to the door because I got it to go.
Yeah,
And
gave her my
Texas
rolls.
Roadhouse bread, the rolls
are freaking amazing.
The best. They're so good. And I knew that I don't have the willpower not to eat those. Like, it was so hard not to stick my hand in the bag leaving.
Well, Annika was like all kinds of upset because I told her. Sam didn't tell anybody where she was going. But being the master deducer that I am, I knew exactly where she was going. And I told the girls, I'm eating my rolls. I'll stab you all in the face. So when Sam handed Annika the rolls, Annika looks at me all scared, like, oh my God.
She tries to hand him the bag of rolls.
Yep.
I'm like, don't you give them those. He's not allowed to have them. Okay, Dr. Diana Brain says, I can't believe you guys are saying eating out is healthy, LOL. How come I'm still fat? It's the choices you make when you eat out.
It's also the type of activity too. Like look at Dan. Like with Dan, when he does eat only half, and he makes his shit last forever. And I have yet to see him actually cook his own meal. So he's getting Domino's. He gets Chinese delivered. He goes to Subway. I mean, the man eats terribly.
Yeah.
But he's also one of the hardest working individuals I know. He works at a tire yard. He's throwing tires, he's moving trucks, he's constantly in motion. So when you're that active, you can eat terrible shit and not gain any kind of weight. So, and he's 65 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
He's, 64.
No, he just turned 62.
Was it 62?
Yeah, because it was only, you guys were just at his house? Fuck it.
Yeah.
The year before you moved out of the Westminster house, he turned 60 because there was a big...
Okay, so yeah.
That's when he got a shirt.
He'll be 62. Yeah.
Diana,
that's what it is.
The problem is, boys lose weight so much easier than girls.
Yes, that's actually just, there's been studies that show that.
Yeah, it's unfair and wrong. Let me just tell you. But you have to have movement, even if it's going and walking, and you have to watch what you eat. And that's not saying you can't have your favorite stuff, but it's the amount of things.
Yeah. Like I got, before I moved into the house, I was down to 216 was my smallest. And that was, I ate whatever the hell I wanted, but the trade-off is I was getting 10 to 13,000 steps a day. I was playing the Xbox twice a day. I was burning some calories. So I could eat pretty much anything I wanted, as long as I kept burning it off. But then I moved into the house, I got my office set up, and I've been kind of glued to this for the past year, and so everything kind of fell apart. And so now I'm back into... I'm doing the keto thing to lose as much as I can as quickly as possible, but then I'll probably go back to the way I was doing things before. If I can
think that
get
would
it in my
actually,
head
once
to
you
do
drop
shit.
it, if you do that, I think that would help you maintain. Because that's the other thing that a
I
lot
can
of people don't
maintain just
talk about.
fine.
Everybody focuses so much on the losing, but there's a reason people yo-yo all the time, because they don't learn anything while they're losing weight. And then they drop all this weight, they go back to eating like they were before they start dieting, and then they put it all back on, plus some.
Yeah.
And
Chris has been awfully quiet, eerily.
I know, Chris, you've been super
No,
quiet
no,
tonight.
you guys are
I
good.
heard you laugh.
Actually, no. Well, part of it too is my stuff kept kind of freezing up a little bit, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay, what pose can I give? if I'm about to turn into a statue. Should I get this angle or
Just make sure you're not wiping your
I do
nose or
this.
something.
Yeah.
That one though,
No,
it looked like you were trying
Oh,
your
that's
hardest
fine.
to take
I-
a shit. So that's awesome. When you froze, you had that look on your face like you were trying to push out a shit.
is that last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he's trying hard.
Like-
Yeah. Let's see. Diana says, I live a very sedentary life. I vacuum my whole apartment every day, though. That's exercise.
That is
Apparently-
exercise. That's actually
Yep.
really
Hey,
good exercise.
Absolutely.
But apparently not enough if you're still gaining weight. That's my point. Neo Soul Rider writes, Diana, with me, I have to eat right and work out. A lot of people do. Mom was that way when I was growing up. Mom had to do the rice cakes, and she had to try hard to keep herself small, but which is weird because Mom's not big anyway. She's like this teeny weeny Airbeth sized person. Diana, don't compare your weight loss to other people. Different bodies, different diets. I say this all the time on Crossing Colorado's blog.
Yep.
Don't, even with Rider Sanctuary, don't compare yourself to me. Don't. You're in competition with only one person. You. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter what Chris does. It doesn't matter what Sam does. It doesn't matter what V-Shred does. Fuck him. It all comes down to going beyond your own personal limits. And so find where it works best for you. Find the diets that work best for you. I'm not a big fan of keto. I like to eat, obviously. But as soon as I'm done burning off the rest of the weight, I will go back to my normal diet as long as I can maintain being physical. And that's what works best for me. A lot of people will be successful on Atkins. A lot of people will eat huge heaping bowls of rice with vegan chili and weirdness. But it all comes down to what works best for you.
I can't tell you how many things I have tried to find out what works for me.
Even Donna picked that up.
Diana says there are still scientific truths, though. Some things are just healthy / unhealthy. Okay, that's true, but you also have to live your damn life, and a lot of unhealthy things are really yummy. And we, like Mike said, when he's doing he could eat a fucking Twinkie if he wanted it.
Yeah. For the most part, I can, back when I was doing really good before we moved out of Westminster, I was still having I was having brownies at night, the microwave brownies, the Ghirardelli brownies. I was having pudding. I could have cake. There was nothing I was cutting out of my diet. I would just not eat as much as I used to. And I came home, I was at 240. By the time we moved out of Westminster, I was down to 216. And I was doing great until I set up my office. Then shit just kind of went south after that. So, but I lost 10 pounds this past week, so fuck you all.
In all reality, it doesn't matter who you are. You're going to gain weight if you are eating more than you're burning.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You could eat nothing but lettuce. And if you're eating more calories in lettuce than you were burning every day...
That is a lot of fucking lettuce, too, though.
That'd be a ton of lettuce.
I have to eat like a
You're
pickup
still
truck.
gonna gain weight.
It's
lettuce
true.
Is a bad idea, but...
It's true, but yeah, that would be an awful lot of fucking lettuce. I don't think.
God, I can't imagine.
I don't
to eat
think you can
4,000
fit.
calories of lettuce.
I don't think you could fit 4,000 calories worth of lettuce in your body. That's just like it'd be a stupid amount.
Well, considering 2 cups is like 20.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
you have to eat a lot of lettuce. It's a 2,000 calorie lettuce diet. But yeah.
But
Take
yeah,
it
I mean,
vegan to a whole
like I
new
said,
level.
it doesn't matter. And that's one of the things that people struggle with on keto, where they're like, oh, I'm doing the keto and I'm following everything and I'm not losing weight. And I'm like, yeah, but you're eating 4,000 calories a day and you're burning 2.
Yeah.
You're still great that you're following all the other keto aspects, because so many times everything you read about keto says you don't need to count calories, don't worry about counting calories. I'm like, you still need to kind of a little bit keep track of what you're eating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if you're eating till you're satisfied and then you stop and
Yeah.
you don't eat an hour and you don't eat again an hour later, then you might not need to count calories. But if you're grazing and
Yeah.
you know,
if you're like us, where we can go through a period late at night where where it's insatiable, where we start
Yeah.
pouring down
Yeah.
bowl after bowl of cereal and
What
drinking
was that
vodka and milk.
Right. Last night, Mike's like, what can I have that's snacking?
Yeah.
And I'm
Like,
like, I'm
ooh,
going to bed. Drink
there's-
some fucking water. You can have some water. That's
there's
what you
the-
can have.
There's Lucky Charms in there.
Like, don't touch fucking Lucky Charms.
But it's so cool to chew cereal. I think that's.
do they have
you know
a
what?
keto cereal?
Yeah,
Have a keto cereal?
yeah, they do. It's a little difficult to find.
I wonder if-
think I saw it at Target.
Oh, you know what? We haven't even opened up
High
those
fiber,
Ketos
high
ice
protein.
creams.
Yeah. I know. I'm super excited after this to have ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah, we got like
I'm
two
gonna
different
try that
kinds
ice
there.
cream
Yeah, we got two
cookie
different keto ice creams in there.
Ooh, or maybe the ice cream bar. Did I
Oh.
get the fudge swirl? No, you got the chocolate peanut butter bar.
No, we
huh?
got the fudge swirl halo top, and then the ice cream sandwiches, the cookie ice cream sandwiches for Rebel.
Yeah.
But I'm
Super
really,
excited to have one of those.
I'm really looking forward to writing the article on the palmini
Oh, God.
mashed
Mesh.
potatoes, palm of
Oh.
hearts potatoes.
Whew.
Like we
No,
talked about that
no,
last
no.
night on Raj Sanctuary, and that is probably some of the grossest shit you'll ever eat. I'm gonna-
sure there's
and I'm gonna
people out
put-
there that really like it.
And I'm going to put my Amazon link in it, but I'm going to let you know I did not like it at all. It was
Oh my
horrible.
goodness, it was awful.
I even
So-
dumped like way too much salt in that. I probably like my blood pressure probably went up like 9 points just from the salt alone. It was, oh. And then we're going to try it one more time because we have 2 bags of it.
I
It's-
bought 2 packages on Amazon,
So-
so
We went out to Planet Fitness. We went out to Max Muscle
Max
today to get my Emerge because I love Emerge. I got my Max Pro Elite, my protein powder. Driving back, and they're like, "We're not going to eat those tonight, are we?" 'Cause
Well, no,
I burp it and I
that's
can
what
still
asked
taste
you.
it.
I was like, hey, are you okay if we just do the chicken that I was gonna make over cauliflower
Yes.
rice? instead? And Mike's like, oh, you're not feeling those
Yeah,
potatoes
not-
again? And I was like, no, not
Oh,
even a
man.
little bit.
I'm telling you, when I burped, I could still taste it. It was like all night long. It was like a never-ending nightmare. It was so bad.
It was awful.
So I'll in the review I'll write that it's great for keto. It stays true to being low carb and low calorie,
Yeah.
but
Okay. If we want to
Yeah.
go over to the chat again.
oh yeah, we're way falling
Um,
behind here.
yeah. Let's see. So, Dr. Diana says there are some facts about here are some facts about my lifestyle. I only drink water and 100% juice, no alcohol or caffeine. One time I threw up because I ate too much broccoli. That's how much I love vegetables. I also don't eat eggs, bacon, or red meat. I'm mostly vegetarian, but I love carbs.
Well,
Carbs
there's
are what will kill you. Like, they will kick your ass.
Yeah.
Or grow your ass, because
Yeah.
that's what I eat carbs
I
straight
yeah,
to my butt.
I like pasta.
And again, you just have to watch how much you're eating as opposed to how much you're burning. Because Mike eats shit. When Mike was losing all that weight, he was eating ravioli.
Yeah.
Like,
I have spinach chicken ravioli from Costco. I was doing tagliatelle. I was doing a shit ton of pasta, and I still lost 20 pounds before I moved out.
yeah, it just
Yeah, there's-
depends how much you eat.
Go ahead, Chris.
Doc, you can totally love carbs and still lose weight. It's more about kind of the big picture, and it's also what kind of carbs and what you're eating
Yeah.
carbs with. Because if you're eating like if you're combining a lot of carbs, like by carbs, I mean we're not talking about fiber, we're talking about starches and maybe simple carbs like sugary stuff, but or processed stuff. If you're having a lot of processed carbs, which digest really quickly and spike your insulin levels, and then you're combining that with a lot of fat like cheese and dairy, and then you're going to be all those carbs are going to spike your insulin. The insulin is going to grab
Yeah.
all the fat and shuttle that straight into your
Ass.
body fat storage. So it's like that's like a perfect storm for gaining fat. If you're having carbs and you're separating that from your fats in your meals, you can do a lot better. Like there are people that have lost tons of weight on a high carb diet, but it was a low fat diet. So they weren't combining their carbs and their fats and spiking, the absorption of those fats. So I mean, there are people that eat nothing but potatoes. Seriously, like the
Yep.
potato diet is a thing. I don't recommend it. Most won't, but it's like it at the very least it proves that carbs alone are not necessarily evil. Um,
Yeah.
and of course, there might be some people that are a bit more sensitive to carbs. Uh, but overall, it's like you can eat your carbs, but be careful of what you're eating them to. Are you eating them with a lot of creamy and cheesy stuff? And it's just also it's the big picture. Like like Sam was just saying, it depends on how many total calories you're taking in and what your lifestyle is like. So if I remember right, you design games and stuff, so you're pretty sedentary. So yeah, I mean, you can still have your carbs,
Just gotta find a way to get active.
yeah, it's just if you can, or it's like I think a simple way to do it would be if you can set just like a simple tip is if you something you might want to have fun experimenting with is like if you were to eat well first of all Sam gave you a great tip that was it Dan does he just eats half
Oh,
so and
eat
like
half, yeah.
so Diana if you eat out a lot that's perfect like when you go out to a place tell them can you like like if you go out if you're going to eat there you can just have them bring you half of it already in a take home bag so that it's separated and you just eat half at the restaurant and you have the other half to take home. Oh, that's a good way to do it. Or as soon as you get it home, if you're doing takeout for the whole thing, just half it right away, put half in the fridge,
Yeah.
So that's an easy way. You could still eat the same foods. Another thing is you could just separate, your carbs and your fats a little bit, or at least like sugary carbs and fats. Um, that'll help, you know, it, it'll help slow down the digestion a little bit of and the fat storage. But I mean, there's things you can do. You don't have to necessarily transform your whole lifestyle.
Yeah.
Necessarily. You can make some small changes. I'm gonna go back up in the chat a little bit. Doc had said when we first started talking, she was saying, hold on, give me a second. He said, Chris, I don't have a plan. I guess I just have other priorities right now. I'm eating out for almost every meal. I don't want to stop. And that's fine. What I thought of saying there is like, if you want to make if you want to make big changes, like you have to want it. You have to
Yeah.
want the process. And if you don't want to make big changes, you don't want to stop what you're doing right now, then you're not going to be able to make big changes.
Yeah.
But if you're willing, like all of us, we got fatter and fatter over the years because we didn't have a plan and we had other priorities and we just kept going with it,
And
but
kept going
like
and
if you
going.
yeah, really. But I mean, if you can start with like one little change, like start with small things, it's like if you don't want to go keto, don't go keto. If you don't want to, whatever it is, if you don't want to give up carbs, don't give up carbs, but maybe you can do something like try one little thing and just try and focus on that. Something that's not a drastic change. Like I think the half portion idea is a great idea because you still eat everything. You still get to eat everything that you normally eat. You know, you don't really have to make a change. Really, it's like you get to eat the same stuff.
Yeah.
Just get in the habit of saying when you order it at the restaurant or call in a takeout, just say, can you split it in half and package each half separate? There you go. Try that for a little while.
Two things. One of the very first tips that Mike and I did that made a huge difference, and it was something so freaking small that I still do, even as lazy as I am, like as lazy as I have been since we changed this one small thing. Never take the bag. Like if you're gonna have chips, you portion, you get a bowl, you portion that out, and you leave that in the kitchen. Because even if you want more, even if you want more, you have to get your lazy ass up and go to the kitchen. So then you're sitting there and you've eaten all your chips, and you're like, God, I wish I had more. And you have to really think about it, and you're like,
do I really want to get up?
Enough to go into the kitchen and get them. But so Diana says here, that's a great idea, Chris, but if food's in front of me, I will eat it. I have, and actually they call it an eating disorder that I have. I will literally eat until I puke. If it's there in front of me, I'll eat it. I'll be so full that I just don't stop. I just unconsciously will pick and eat. So even if like a lot of restaurants won't package it up for you, but when you get your food, when they set your food down, you look at the waiter and be like, hey, could I get a box? Because I'm going to put half of this away. Before you even take a single bite, you take that box and you put half of everything. Because I've done this a few times when I've gone out to eat, where I'm like, I'm not going to eat all this. But if it's sitting there in front of me, I will eat all of it. Like there's hands down, I'm eating it. And then I'm going to sit in the car and be like, I'm so sick. Why did I do this to myself? So
yeah,
I've
said right that away. A few times.
I ask right away for a box, and then I will put half of it in there, and then I set the box across the table or where it's not in front of me, where I'll remember to grab it when I leave, but where when I'm sitting there eating and talking with my friends or doing whatever, it's not there, because I'm not going to sit there with a full plate of food and only eat half of it and then leave it, because I am incapable of doing that. I've gotten better. I'm a lot better at it than I used to be. But my phone randomly is picking up stuff.
So, while she's looking at her phone, I was going to bring up how when I was in Los Angeles, I used to order in all the time. I'd order pizza. And as soon as the pizza would come in, this is when I used MyFitnessPal. I would portion out 440 calories worth, which is like 2 slices out of a medium-sized pizza. Put the rest in the fridge. That pizza would last me about 3 or 4 days, and I would just tap it for lunch and dinner. So I would still be able to eat the pizza I want, but when you're only eating 1 or 2 slices at a time, then it lasts longer. Yeah. And that's how I lost That's how I lost a vast majority of the weight when I was in Los Angeles.
And again, if you only have a
portion
size
control
of whatever it is, portion of anything in front of you, and you eat all that and you're still hungry, go get another portion. That's acceptable, but that's because you're genuinely hungry. But by the time that you have eaten that portion and thought about, God, do I really want to get my lazy ass up and get that? Half the time, my answer's no, I'm actually not
too lazy
hungry.
For that.
Well, no, I'll realize because the food has had long enough for my stomach to process, oh, I'm full, and send that message to my brain. Because there's actually, I don't know, I'm going to sound stupid, but that's a scientific thing, is your stomach takes longer to process that it's full and send that message to your brain than your mouth can get it in. Like, that's super scientific of me, but there is an actual, that is a real true thing.
Michael wants to reword that. Michael wants to reword that.
He does.
Reword what?
My
Shove it into your mouth.
I guess what she's saying is, by the time your stomach, from the time your stomach is full, it sends a message to your brain, but it takes several minutes before that happens.
Yeah.
Is kind of like not technically the right way to say it, but in a way that's what it is. So like that's like it might take 10 minutes from the time you're actually full till the time your brain gets the message and you feel full. It's like 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever it is.
Like,
it really is a long time. Which...
That's why you can stop eating because you ate all the food and you're full, but then 15 minutes later, it's like you're feeling more full and more full the next 15, 20 minutes. By the time you get to the car and you're driving home, you're like, oh my God, I'm in pain.
I'm about to shit my pants.
I can barely breathe. There's too much food in there.
Well, it's like last night where I really could go for a serving of Lucky Charms. But no, if I sat here, I sat down and I started working on today's blog post. That was last night. And I just took my water and drank a bit of my water. I wasn't really hungry. So I filled my stomach up with water and I was good to go. I went to bed after that.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you have a thought. Go ahead and finish that, and then I'll...
Okay. Another thing that I actually had a nutritionist tell me is a lot of times when you think you're hungry, you're actually thirsty.
Actually, I read an article. I wrote an article with that with water recently, and I actually found the scientific paper that shows that. So I'm like,
because it's somehow how your brain processes information that when you're thirsty, unless you're super dehydrated, when you're super dehydrated, then it lets you know, hey, we're thirsty. But when you're just a little bit thirsty, a lot of times it'll register as being hungry.
I'm thirsty, but I can't reach what I need.
You can't have what you need. Get some water.
Why not?
How many carbs does Drambuie have?
I've only had 2 ounces.
How many carbs are you at for the day?
A lot lower than you think. Look it up. Yeah. Actually, it is. Actually, it is. It's lower than what it was yesterday. That's for damn sure. Okay, so with having Drambuie, 2 ounces. Oh, whoa. Anywho, moving on.
Please finish. Go on.
Yeah, Michael.
Continue.
What are you at?
Read it. Where are you at, bro?
74. I was remembering the number before I poured the Drambuie. It's like,
what's your goal?
I swear it was 53. Yeah. Below 50. But these are liquid carbs. They don't count the same. They count. I bet the net carbs in Drambuie is 0.
Oh, I spent too much time putting in the hammock. We were supposed to do the finger stick today.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to stab me.
Oh, I'll stab you after the podcast. So
you're supposed to stab me before, so I have something to complain about. Remember? So we have to wait till next Tuesday.
Oh, we'll do it next Tuesday also.
I'm fine.
I was pissed because I actually stepped on the scale this morning. Because I try and step on the scale before on Tuesdays, so that I can update where we are. I step on the scale and I've lost 3.6 pounds this week since last Tuesday.
Nice.
And for a minute I was pissed. I was like, what the hell? That's ridiculous. Why have I only lost 3 pounds? I have done so much better than Mike. And then I had to stop and I'm like, bitch, you lost 3 pounds. That's awesome.
Really?
We already established that because of my metabolism, I will burn through fat wicked fast.
I'm not even talking about like the fact that you lost way more weight, because again, we talked about guys lose weight faster, and I accept that you're going to lose way more than I will. But at the same time, like I have been so good. My carb count every day has been 40 or below every single day. When we did the finger stick on, did we do it Sunday? No. Friday. We did it Friday.
I think so.
I was actually in ketosis. Mine had went up from our initial one. Mike's went down. And I'm like, I'm doing so much better than he is, and I only lost 3 pounds. What the hell? And I'm like, dude, it's 3 pounds in a week. That's awesome. Like, what the hell? Why am I sitting here getting pissed off over losing 3 pounds? It's not like I put it on.
Okay, real quick. Diana says, yeah, I sit on my ass and design, play games all day. Yep, that's part of what I'm talking about, is that I will burn through weight really fast if I can keep myself active. I just gotta talk myself and get my ass up and play my game. Let's see. Neo says,
Yeah.
even eating half lowers the calorie amount? Absolutely. Well, like when we went to McDonald's, I got two, I got a McDouble with cheese with no bun and a hot and spicy with no bun. The buns themselves were like, it was 300 per burger, so like almost 600 calories just from the buns alone.
Just not eating the buns was
Yeah.
600
Every little
calories.
bit helps. And that was a ton of carbs too, because that's all bread.
Yeah.
It's a great idea, Chris, but if food is in front of me, I will eat it. No self-control.
I read that.
Yeah, we already got through that. You guys are so helpful and inspirational. You make me feel great. I love you guys. Well, thank you very much, Diana. We love you too. Listen to all my problems. That was a great idea, Sam. Oh, you guys were having a conversation off camera.
Well, no, the great idea was when I told her, order, and
yeah.
when you get your food, ask for a
Let's
box right then.
Portion it out.
And
Yeah, I would say-
automatically.
I would add to that, Diana, since you mentioned that if the food is in front of you, you can't look at it and you'll still eat it, like when you're sitting at the restaurant. When you order, you could even ask them, can you box half of it, but don't bring it in to me until I pay the check and I'm leaving?
Some restaurants will do
that.
that. It depends on, like,
Yeah,
you're
I
a
mean, 'cause you're
douchebag
not-
waiter, but
Like my kind of restaurants, they'll look at me like,
the fuck's
the
wrong
fuck,
with
do you want fries with that or not? You know? But at
Speak it to the
your
clown's
restaurant,
face.
They'll probably be happy to accommodate you on that. Just let them know,
Yeah.
hey, I'm on a diet, and if you bring it to me, I'm going to eat it all, but can you just box up half of it and bring it to me when I'm leaving? They'll work with you.
Exactly. My cousin Alyssa and I, we go to real restaurants all the time. Like, we go to fast food too, but we go to like real sit-down restaurants all the time.
Yeah.
And we'll go in and we'll order. And one of our favorite, which is not a real restaurant, but we'll go to IHOP. And everything you order at IHOP comes with pancakes.
International House of
Everything comes with
Porn.
it. Yeah. So we will look at the waitress and be like, so we need you to box up the pancakes for the dog and not bring them out till we pay. And they're like, oh, can we just put them in the same box? Yeah, he doesn't care. He's not picky. Because Alyssa has a boxer that doesn't eat dog food. He eats human food. He eats whatever she's eating, anything like that. And he is always, Alyssa puts it like that. She's like, he is always happy to eat your carbs. He happily will eat my carbs. He's not fat. He loves carbs.
Spazzo dog.
Yeah. But,
Hyperactive puppy.
so the waitress will be like, for real? And I'm like, yeah. Just throw it in a box and then bring it out when we pay the check. And she'll do it. She'll put the pancakes in, and I've never had a waitress. We've done this for 3 years now. We go to IHOP like at least once a month, and they'll look at us funny. They're like, "You want the pancakes in a box for the dog?" Yeah, don't bring them to me because I'll eat them because I like pancakes.
Oh, I need some pancakes now. Yo,
I actually have keto pancakes.
Blueberry
I have
waffles.
I don't know that I have blueberry pancake mix right now, but I have.
we can get Birch. Well, Birch Benders has that keto. Oh, could we have that? What is it? What it has a grizzly bear on it? You know what I'm talking about?
Some of it, yeah, I know what's up. You have to check it because a lot of it's high in carb too. It's extra high in protein, but a lot of it's high in carbs. But the Birch Benders does have a chocolate chip pancake mix and a regular pancake mix, and I think I have at least the regular in your kitchen, the pancake mix, and I have a mini waffle iron.
Yes, we do.
Waffle iron.
Guess what I'm having tomorrow? I'm
There you
having waffles.
Have some waffles, some bacon, and some eggs for dinner tomorrow night. That'd be an awesome dinner.
Is there any bacon pulled out?
No, but if I
If my
remember
daughter
right,
hasn't
can you
eaten
grab
it
one?
all,
No, I
my
found some in the drawer.
God, my 14-year-old will wreck a package of bacon.
So I butchered a pig, a 600-pound pig this year.
Oh yeah.
I brought back 300 something pounds of meat, and there was a lot of bacon in that 300 pounds of meat.
Oh yeah.
It filled Mike's entire freezer plus some. I gave it away. Like,
It was tasty.
Annika has eaten like all the bacon. I don't know
Yeah.
that I've had any.
I think I've had like 3 or 4 strips of it. She made the entire package. I don't know what happened to it.
She cooked it. She ate it. She ate all those breakfast sausage while she was here too. That's the only thing she ate was all the breakfast sausage. She thawed out, opened a package of breakfast sausage, would cook like 2 or 3 in the air fryer. That was breakfast. Then she cooked like 2 or 3 more
For lunch.
for lunch. Ate the whole package.
Only
last
somebody's
week.
eating the damn thing.
Right?
I would like to. I swear, I bet I have like fudge bars in the back of that freezer that I can't get
Behind all
to
the
because there's
pig?
like
Probably.
200 pounds of pork in between me and my fudge bars.
Yeah.
Anywho, so we kind of went off a bit of a topic. I guess we talked quite a bit about gym versus home, and then we've been talking about weight loss. So I guess we've been okay. More on topic than after hours.
That's for sure.
We have a lot of fun on that one, though.
So, Chris, did you step on the scale today?
You know what? I actually forgot, which is weird because I weigh myself like every day for how many years now. Yeah, no, today we actually a couple days this week I don't know, I slept in one day and I forgot, and then the next time or this morning I forgot.
Yeah, he was thinking
but
it's
I
the
did
podcast
check.
today, so I'm gonna forget.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I was just thinking about some other stuff, and we were kind of. I didn't think of it until after I started eating. I'd eaten breakfast already.
Oh, by then,
it's gonna throw it off. Yeah. So, because that's not my system.
No,
But
no, I do it first thing.
Did. I was at. What?
I weigh myself first thing in the morning naked. That way, my clothing doesn't interfere ever with my weight. I'm in my bathroom. It's a private bathroom. That's not like I'm doing it in the living room. Hey, show my neighbors. Hey, look at me. No, it's in my bathroom. I have a private bathroom.
Okay. So
derailed.
No, I didn't weigh myself this morning. I forgot, but I was expecting we might talk about it. So yeah, I looked in my stats on my phone. Last Tuesday I was right back up to my heaviest at 330.
Yeah.
But yesterday morning I was down to 326.
Hey.
And but that was yesterday morning. I forgot this morning, but I wasn't eating so great the last couple of days, so I suspect I might be up near 330 again. But I conveniently forgot, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see next week.
I was just wondering because we talked last week about how you were at your highest, where you were when you stepped on Tuesday morning. You said you're right there at where you like one of your highest weights.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, but it fluctuates a lot. We've talked about that a lot, like ups and downs.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering if you had left that behind, like you'd gone down.
Oh yeah, no, I did weigh myself every day through the week.
Yeah.
It came back down. It came back down and it stayed below 330. In fact, it actually dropped. I don't remember what it was. I'd have to look, but then I'm gonna fuck up the whole. I think I was down. I think I was down to about 322, 323 in the week.
Yeah.
Something like that, because it goes up and down and up and down. I mean, it really varies a lot from day to day for me. And but yeah, so I'm probably back around 326 to 330 right now.
Well, that's pretty good. So
my guess.
As long as you don't go any over higher with your boots away.
Yeah.
As long as you don't go over, there you go.
Yeah, as long as I'm like, because even maintaining is a victory on sometimes.
Exactly,
Some
it
weeks,
really
you know?
is.
So
Could be.
Sometimes it
It
is.
could always be worse, man.
I've had to learn to look at it that way the last couple of years, and so yeah,
Hey.
so I'm that's where I'm at. So how are you guys doing on your keto diet and
That's-
your weight loss?
That
this
is
week?
my favorite saying. Any victory is still a victory.
Well, you know,
There
one
you
of the
go.
things I had to learn talking about maintaining is I didn't do keto and ate like shit for over 6 months, and I only put back on 20 pounds.
Yeah, and you ate horribly too.
Yeah, and I'm talking like I ate really, really bad, like worse
Sugar-rich
than I was eating
coffees
before,
and-
like
oh, yeah.
horrible, like worse than I was eating at my heaviest. And I only put back on 20 pounds, and so.
Cool.
I mean, yeah, I put back on, but I was like, you know what? It could be so much worse. I could have hit back up to 440 in the time that I wasn't doing well. But I still maintained ish. And it took me over 6 months to put on that 20 pounds. That's what I was going to look and see what the scale told me this morning.
Well, while she's doing that, I
And then Mike,
am still at 232.8. But I kind of, like, Sunday got all kind of screwed up because they brought keto nachos, but nobody knew how to put it all in, and it screwed up my numbers and screwed up my data. I'm like, fuck it. So I went ahead and I can't say I really binged on keto food because I really don't have anything here to snack on but keto stuff. So, like, if I wanted to really pack on the weight, I would really have to pound some shit down.
Yeah.
But I haven't gone to the bathroom, so I'm probably lower than that. So we'll find out tomorrow morning if that's any consolation.
So,
have you
no, go
Go ahead,
ahead.
Chris.
oh no, I was gonna say, Michael, have you because you're like a week is it 2 weeks in or a week and a half in on keto?
week-
Have you
yeah, a week and a
experienced
half.
any energy crashes or
A little bit
emotional up and down?
That's a given because I have hypoglycemia. I'm prone to hypoglycemia, but I've been managing pretty well, and I think a big part of it is that I really haven't had a chance to really throw myself into exercises yet. I played the Xbox once last week, but then I've been sucked into trying to get so much work done that I forget. Like the first thing this morning, I jumped on and started working. I didn't even have breakfast until like almost 10. I didn't take a shower until like almost lunch. So I hate days like that because it throws me off whack, and it's just been like that nonstop for the past week and a half. So I am going to start tomorrow, if I can remember, to get back on the Xbox, and my goal is to play it twice a day. Is what I used to do, and that right there will tell me if I'm going to have to increase my carb count with keto or not, because I do hurt myself. Well, I can't say hurt myself. I really push myself to the limits while I'm playing, so I'll find out tomorrow.
And
So,
I would say that he really has had a pretty major energy crash the last 2 days.
yeah.
So I have an electrolyte mix that is supposed to help combat the energy drop and what they
Yeah.
consider keto flu.
and
But
somebody
I
was supposed
may
to
or
make
may
that
not
for me.
have
Yeah.
given that to him the last couple days.
Oh, there's no may have. You've given it to me once.
No, twice, 3 days in a row. You had it last week.
Twice.
Yes.
You know,
3.
you made me the one water bottle, and then the next day you said it's in the fridge. And so I grabbed
I
it
made
and
you
I threw it
2
in my
water
pool.
bottles.
No, you didn't. You made me one.
Yep. Anyway, I made you 2.
No, you didn't.
Because I made you the lemonade the one day, and I dumped it in your orange one the second one day. And then the third day, I told you, okay, I'm going to be gone, but it's in the fridge. All you have to do is add it to your water bottle.
See, this
And
is the hard
apparently
part.
You didn't.
This is the hard part about getting old, because people will start saying that they remember shit a different way, and then you start second guessing yourself because it didn't happen that way.
Oh my god. So, looking at my weight for when on our first week podcast, I was at 389.4. This morning, I was at 383.2.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what 6, 389. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then why are you saying you only lost 3 pounds?
I only lost 3 pounds this week.
Well, if you've lost 6 since the last podcast.
Not since the last podcast, since the very first podcast.
Oh, okay. I thought you
I've
said
only
like
lost-
last podcast, like, the fuck, you lost 6 pounds in a week and you're bitching?
No, I lost 3.
Oh, yeah.
3.2. But
Not even.
I've done keto on and off enough um that I don't really get a lot of the side effects really of doing it. I do a little bit. Like today I was feeling a little drained. Like I needed
I
probably some electrolytes, but
I think a
Not
large
too bad.
part of my being tired is that my bed sucks ass. Like my back, my neck is killing me. My shoulders killing me. I woke up in such a foul way. Um, yeah, I haven't slept, and I was
there's
so
a reason
excited to
that
go
I bought
to.
a hammock because
was-
my bed also sucks so bad where I sleep. I'm like, maybe the hammock will be better.
I was all excited to go to Utah so I can actually sleep in a nice, comfy bed at a nice hotel. Fuck no, that
And
bed
the
was
hotel
worse
bed
than
sucked.
mine.
I know.
Like, man, that was the only thing I wanted this weekend. Alright.
Sorry.
Sam's getting tired.
I still have to drive to Sterling tonight.
Okay, real quick. Diana says, I just ate a whole pizza again, but it was a small pizza. So half of what I normally eat. See, I'm making progress. Well,
Hey, progress is
yeah.
progress. We already said that. Progress is progress.
yeah, that's half of what you normally eat. So there you go. I had a.
I can't imagine eating.
Oh, I used to. Back in the day.
I
oh, fuck,
used to.
yeah.
Oh,
Back
yeah.
in the day,
we
I
used to order
was going
like
to.
4 pizzas for the 3 of us.
Well, there was a Little Caesars down the street from Mom's house, and we used to go down there and play video games. And eat. I used to go down there all the time and order a cheese pizza to myself, and then play video games and then walk home. But that was back when I had the metabolism that would choke a donkey. I could
Right? It's just you were a
eat and eat
teenager.
and eat and never gain weight ever.
Teenage boys are like that though, for the most part.
I don't know. I've seen a few that would beg to differ.
Yeah, Kyle and Donovan.
I wasn't going to say anything, but you know, whatever. Throw your kids
I'll
under
call
the
them
bus.
out.
There you go.
I will.
All right, I promised like 10 minutes ago that we'll talk about D-bag.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I figured let's combine it all towards the end, and so it's easy to edit.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was figuring too. I was like, okay, we'll do this like.
So,
There we go.
so way back when, let me just recap. So she was saying, Michael, now you can't stop talking about D-bag. I found out that he's been with his girlfriend 10 years. And then let's see, we skipped down. Michael said he sounds shy. Let's see, wait. 10 years.
Mike,
Oh, okay.
Both Mike and I replied
Oh,
the
no,
same
wait.
thing about why he's
Oh,
shy.
okay. I missed your guys coming in. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'll let you guys go ahead since you were replying. You guys go ahead and from there.
Both Mike and I said at the same time. 10 years with the same girl and he hasn't proposed. That's why he's shy.
You sound shy.
He's afraid to commit.
Yeah, right? Or I have nothing.
Okay, wait. I can't say anything because I'm like digging on this real hardcore.
Hey, you know what?
Mike
We
and I
never
were together for 13 years.
we never got married.
and never got married.
Yeah.
Mike proposed 2 years to me for 2 years before we split up.
Yeah.
So realistically, I mean,
I guess we really can't talk shit, yeah.
about somebody that because we were together for 13 years and never actually got married.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Plus, marriage isn't for everyone, and it's like for a lot of people, they get married simply because society, religion, parents, whatever
Yeah.
tells them the rules. The old rules say you got to get married if you want to be happy, if you want to do this, if you want to do that, and not everyone's on board with that. And so, you know, it doesn't necessarily. I mean, I was saying he doesn't want to commit because that's like the common thing that
that's
people
the
will
common
say.
thing.
But that's, you know, that's really old school. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. I mean, how many couples spend their whole lives, have a family, have kids, and they never get married and they grow old together. So it doesn't mean anything necessarily. So, okay, back to the chat.
I think we're done with
Let's
chat.
see.
Oh, where were we?
Oh, no.
It was on and off in the chat.
Yeah.
We got to scroll down again now.
Oh, Diana had said 10 years is still a really long time for people not to break up, though. They must have something strong. Exactly. I mean, they've been together 10
exactly.
years and not been married. They...
Oh, wait. What am I doing? This is Crossing Colorado. We know exactly what she's been doing for 10 years.
Mike's all trying to stop himself from being rude and commenting, and I'm like...
I'm like, this isn't writer's sanctuary. What the fuck am I worried about?
And I'm
Go for it, bro.
I'm talking
let her
throat.
rip.
Yeah,
Nobody's watching. And I'll edit you out. It's
Sam,
okay.
Sam's
So
gonna
10
edit it all out anyway. This is just a
They're together. Let's see.
conversation between friends.
I'm thinking throat pie.
There's more than just sex to a relationship that's been there that long to keep them together.
Oh, God, no. Are you going to tell me that after 10 years, if they're having bad sex, they're going to stick together? Nah.
No, I said there's more
There's
than
something
just
going
sex.
on there.
Oh, yeah, there is. But there's more than just sex that's keeping them together after 10 years. If it were just sex, they would have been together like 2 years and moved on.
Yeah,
I mean, really, because that just will burn out. If there's nothing more than just sex involved in a relationship, then it's not really a
that's true.
relationship.
Anna and I didn't last long.
Yeah.
I have to have something more of a connection with people.
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong. Anna's amazing. I love Anna. She's great, but she wasn't
Yeah. Exactly.
relationship material. Sex was great though. Yeah.
Diana says, "Yeah, marriage isn't for everyone." And I mean, maybe they
Well,
can't
look at
afford to get married.
Linda Ray.
Oh, go
Linda
ahead.
Ray and Trevor are together and they're not married.
Yeah. Ashley says getting married fucked her shit up.
Well, look who she fucking married.
Well, no,
Don't
financially.
fuck anybody shit up. Yeah, look at you who she married.
Right? But, you know, before she could get assistance for like insurance with the kids and stuff like that. But once they're married, it has to take into account everything. And he makes like $100 a month too much to have them on any kind of...
Oh shit, we went into that with
Extra
Medicaid.
Yeah.
When I was making too much money when I started writing, that put us
Exactly.
over where we couldn't get food stamps anymore.
Yep. It
But
messed
we
them up.
made enough to actually
Yeah.
feed.
We weren't making enough to actually feed everybody, but we also were making too much
Too
to
much for-
qualify for
yeah.
food stamps, which was ridiculous.
Because
But,
how
you know,
dare you have a car and health insurance at the same
exactly.
Right?
That's, you know, I might need my job. I might need my car to get to my job, but, you know, how dare I?
But I can tell you,
so-
working from home is convenient when you get arrested. They put an ankle bracelet on you.
Right? But, you know, that's
That's
when she
twice
said
I've
when
had
they
to
got
wear
married,
one of those.
but tax-wise and stuff, it's messed them up because they were getting more back in taxes and everything like that before they got married. But her mom was, "Oh, you guys have a kid and you're talking about getting another one. You need to get married," and paid for this huge wedding that Ashley didn't even want and anything like that. And so they got married. Like, that's the only reason they actually got married. So,
Yeah. He's the cream of the crop.
right? Super. I keep telling her, I'm like, "I'll help you hide the body. It's all good. Just give me a call."
Hey, we had hogs, man.
Right? I'm like, "We got pigs."
They eat everything.
Every once in a while, he'll piss her off. I'm like, "Oh, do I need to fix the van? Or is that where we're going with this? You got a truck now, right?"
That's when anytime he starts pissing her off, just have her snort at him like. That was going to happen is that she's going to wind up killing the man, and then since this is on YouTube, it's going to be
I know.
evidence.
No, what's going to happen is something bad is
Oh, he's
going
gonna
to
become missing.
and then Ashley and I are going to get in trouble for it. We won't have actually
FBI
done
knock on her
anything
door.
because we talked about this.
How to kill your neighbor 101. Feed him to a hog.
That is That is a fiction book you're writing, right?
Yes.
That's totally fiction,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Right?
They
duh.
bury where they bury the bodies in the forest.
Yeah, actually, yeah. And
Yeah.
the next episode comes out on Saturday, and he buries 4 of them in the
Yep.
forest.
Oh gosh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh god.
Let's see. Diana says, well, I want to find somebody that I have a connection with. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah.
Nobody. I love that. Not to be rude to Diana, but nobody wakes up in the morning thinking to themselves, "God, I hope I find somebody who will beat the shit out of me."
hey,
Everybody's
that's not
looking
true.
for someone to
I'm
find
sure-
that connection
I'm sure
with.
there are people out there that are like, man, wish I could find somebody to beat the shit
Well,
out
yeah,
of me. That's
if
so
you
hot.
if you live in if you're wearing leather in Las Vegas with a whip, maybe, but here no one's going to wake up to and then think to themselves, "I want to find the worst possible relationship I could possibly get into."
Right?
So
There's a
it's like
difference.
it's like everybody's looking for that. They want to find that connection. The difference is can you find somebody that you can create that connection with? It's not going to
Yeah.
happen instantly. So you got to kind of work at it. Otherwise,
you
they
do.
wind up losing their mind and moving out to L.A.
Right? True story.
Where they crash and burn in an epic proportion, an epic,
Epic.
yeah, of
Which in
biblical
the-
proportions.
In the big picture, might have been a necessary part of the story to make
It
everything
really-
else work out better
Actu-
afterwards.
Yeah.
Who
Well,
knows?
actually, if it wasn't for that, I would have been dead.
He'd be
There would be no Crossing Colorado, Rider Sanctuary, Colorado Plays. There would be no podcast. There would be no this house. There would be nothing because I wouldn't be
Yeah.
here. That's how
But-
bad it was. I was
Thank God for
slowly,
LA then.
I was
Right?
slowly
That's what I
killing
say
myself,
sometimes, like-
and it got to the point where it was some bad shit. And if I didn't leave it, I wouldn't have lived another 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, I don't think you would have made it. You almost didn't
And
make it
it's-
2 fucking weeks.
and see, and
honestly,
it's
let's be
not-
like, really.
And it's not because I was suicidal or anything like that, but the depression was so bad that now I have such a sedentary lifestyle that I was literally just dying on the inside. And when my heart stopped before I went out to LA, there was like a wake up call. So, yeah, sometimes you have to make that move, even though it was the hardest, most difficult thing I've ever had to do.
Yeah.
I left a relationship of 13 years. I left my daughters behind. I've never been that far away from my daughters. That alone killed me. Being in LA on Christmas by myself, that destroyed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a hard one to get
That
through.
was his pushing point where he decided to come back to Colorado instead of fighting
No,
apart.
the-
No,
that was
Easter
bad.
was.
Easter, at that Easter, when I had to spend Easter away from the girls, that was it. I was done. I couldn't do it no more.
Yeah. That's when he finally, because he was teeter after Christmas.
It was
him
after
and
New
Anna
Year's.
were kind of
yeah.
falling apart. Or yeah, you're right. After New
After
Year's,
New
they were
Year's.
kind of falling apart. And he's like, I really love LA. I think I want to stay in LA. I really, I really love it here, but I really hate being away from the girls. And then he spent Easter by himself, and he was like, I'm leaning more towards going back. What really 100% sealed it is I can't remember where I was, but the girls were home, and I couldn't get a hold of Arabeth. It was something really important I needed to talk to her about, and I had no way of getting a hold of her. She wasn't answering her phone. She wasn't answering anything, and I knew that she would be playing on her computer, so I had to call Mike in LA and ask him, Mike, can you please send Arabeth a message on whatever gave me, I can't,
Was it Steam?
on Steam, or yeah, it might have been. I was like, can you please send her a message on Steam and tell her to call me? I can't get a hold of her. And I was to the point where I was almost panicking, like, because she hadn't checked in. I couldn't get a hold of her, and I was so worried. That right there is what 100% cemented he was already leaning more towards coming back and kind of he was looking at apartments in both places and trying to decide which one was going to be better, And then when that happened, he's like, I can't do it. I can't be so far away. He's like, being 200 miles away from them, if something happens,
That's
is way
bad
different
enough,
than 1,800. Like, and it was after that he started looking for an apartment to move back here.
Yeah, now I have a
It
house.
just happened to work out that
Yeah.
my stepdad was looking for a roommate. So
That's the
it was
way we became the Brady Bunch.
pretty much.
Oh, my butt hurts. Okay.
You need
Let's
a new
see.
chair.
Yes, I do. Diana says, but attraction is pretty instant. If it's not there in the beginning, I doubt it could form. Physical. Oh, yeah, that's not what I was talking about, though.
Oh.
Physical attraction is super important to me. Yes, physical attraction, I believe, is a vastly important thing. And I know people will say, oh, you're shallow. No, if you're.
Oh.
That's your first impression of somebody, is what they look like and what they smell like. Both smell and pheromone wise. But you. That's going to be the first thing you see. Like, I'm in love. Like, okay, so I'm not in love with Cassandra, but I love her fucking eyes. First thing I noticed about her. That is a physical attraction. Then after that, that's when you start working on what I meant was to have
Emotional connection.
that emotional connection that comes afterwards. Find somebody to work on that, getting that connection built. That is not going to happen instantly. So that's what I meant by it. But yeah, physical attraction definitely
We
up there.
actually have.
And whoever says it doesn't matter, I think it's full of shit.
We actually have a whole podcast that we're going to dedicate to actually talking about looks.
Yeah,
body
we're getting a lot of hate for
positivity
that.
and attraction, and I don't know that we're going to be able to publish that podcast because I have a feeling it's not going to go well, but
Yeah,
we're still going to do it.
I am. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm. There's.
Don't get started now. Just save it
okay.
I'm telling
Set
you,
me
just
off.
save it for, yeah.
All right, we'll save it for next time. But yeah, it's. I don't know.
Yes, totally agree with that statement.
Yeah. What statement?
Totally agree with that comment. Yeah, we're referring to when we're saying there's needs to be more than just sex and just physical attraction.
Yeah.
To stay together for long term.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends. If it's mind-boggling, melt your face up, make the neighbors scream at you, legal in 48 states type of sex, then yeah, it'll probably last a while.
Oh,
Well,
like I
yeah.
said, like, but
Well,
that's
that's when you
go
start-
away, and
That's
If
when
there's-
they start having someone on the side to meet the emotional needs and that part of their
Yeah.
relationship.
As soon as you
Things can
started,
get a little scary for that, maybe.
as soon as you start with that
Depending.
sentence, I'm thinking somebody on the side, like sitting on the chair watching. But then you committed the rest of it, so
No, but that's what people do, right?
isn't that
Exactly.
Like
Isn't
it's
that
like-
an ad on
and vice versa.
Craigslist?
If people are if they have a good emotional whatever relationship, but there's no physical attraction,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
when someone they
that's when they
They
go
end
find
up-
somebody else.
Yeah.
go on the side, you know.
Yep.
So it's
That's
the
all I got.
finding a good
Mic
balance-
drop.
It's to find, it's to find the struggle is to find the
Yeah, there you go.
a good balance between the two.
Yeah.
Because, well, okay, another friend of mine, the best. He tells me, he's like, I don't know that I could actually have a future with her. Sex isn't all that great, but you know, she's a great person, everything like that. When they got married. They were married for what, 3 years, and they're getting divorced because guess what? You need more in a relationship than just.
Well,
Well,
you
she's
can't
a
really.
good
That's.
person.
But see, you just kind of shot that in the foot though, because the sex wasn't that good to begin with. So.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had a great. You have to have both.
Oh.
You
yeah.
have to have both. Is my point, because they got along really well.
Yeah.
But, and it was so funny because he tells me this. I was like, oh, so are you guys splitting up? And then like 3 weeks later, he's like, oh, I proposed. And I'm like, wait, how'd we go from?
Oh, what the fuck?
The sex isn't all that good. I don't know. To I proposed. I'm like, I missed something here.
Oh.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yo. No.
Okay. I mean, it's not like I have that many friends. I just.
No. In fact, you talked to me about that part. So.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why both parts are important.
Yeah. On that note,
Oh.
alrighty.
Are we done? Are we gonna finish? Oh wait.
I created a Facebook account to advertise my apartment, and my account just got disabled.
What?
Wow, that was quick.
It didn't take long at all.
Yeah.
How the hell does that happen?
I wonder.
I guess he broke some terms of service rules. I don't know.
That's Facebook. What the fuck do you have
That
to
sucks.
do?
Oh, okay, but wait. If she has like no really active profile all the time, and all of a sudden she got on to just sublet her apartment,
Oh, because they've been
It
cracking
might
down
be
that spam shit.
showing up as spam
Yeah.
or like a scammer.
Yeah, they've been kind of cracking down on that.
Yeah. So, I mean, realistically, because if she doesn't have like she set up the profile to post her apartment, then people are like, "Oh, this person's not a legitimate human. They're trying to scam me. They're trying."
Yep, I bet
And-
that's probably what's going on.
And it could just be like because of the age of the account and already they're linking out to stuff.
Yeah.
It could just be the algorithm flagged it, and you could request a human review and talk to someone. I don't know how Facebook works, but if you can, maybe you can,
Yeah.
what do they call that? Not protest it, but ask someone at Facebook to take a look at it and see if they can reactivate it. I don't know. But because you might not have broken the terms of service. If you did break terms of service, then that they're not going to reactivate it. But if it was just the algorithm because it looked a little spammy,
Yeah.
then if a human looks it over and you get to talk to someone, it might work out. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Did you Google, Doc? Did you Google
There
it?
you go.
How to rent out? How to rent an
sublet.
apartment? Sublet an apartment online. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I
I bet you
would
there's an
Google
article
that.
for it. I bet there's articles for it.
I'm sure there is.
Chris is going to look it up. If not, write one.
Here we go. How to sublet an apartment online. Let's do that.
No, I think it's because Facebook knows they've voted for Trump.
There's literally a website titled sublet.com.
Nice.
A niche site out there. So yeah, I would Google the topic and read a few and maybe search it on YouTube and watch a couple videos and hopefully get some ideas from that.
Yeah. I've never had to worry about it. I've
Yeah.
just broken leases.
Diana, I swear to you, it is not because Facebook knows you voted for Trump. But you're probably joking, but in case you're serious, that's not the reason. Okay. You requested a review. She requested a review, so okay. It might take 3 months till they finally get around to it, but
Right.
at least the ball is rolling.
Yeah,
Of
they're
course,
not.
your lease will be up by the time they
Right.
respond.
That's funny.
I Googled it and tried a few sites. Cool.
Cool.
Hopefully something works out
Okay.
for you.
Yeah, because I'm sure this is a common issue, and there's plenty of people out there who are in your situation, and I'm sure there are businesses that have figured out solutions for this. So
Probably.
there must be a way to do it.
Yeah. Back in the day when I was younger, I just said, fuck it. I'm done. Sue me. That's okay. I got lucky enough to where 2 companies went out of business before they could sue me.
Nice.
Awesome.
Ha ha ha. Trust me. I know
Joke's
I'm
on you.
Yeah. Eat shit and die. Even my college got dropped off of my credit report.
Yep.
They went out of business too.
Cool. Oh, wow.
Fuckers.
It's all your fault. It's 'cause of
Good.
you.
Good, sons of bitches. You'd think of being on the dean's list, they'd help you with some kind of financing. No,
No.
they didn't do a damn thing for me. They just kept trying to push more loans off on me. At this point, I lost my job. I couldn't afford to keep going, and there was no way that I could afford tuition, so I had to drop out, which is 3.8 grade point average. It's like, yeah, fuck you all, bastards. A little bit spiteful there, resentful.
Resentful. Okay, are we ready
another
to wrap
chapter
up?
for the ebook.
Westwood could eat
I'm
a
ready.
dick.
I'm good. I have to go take a shit.
All right.
Okay,
Um,
we
Screw
decided
Facebook.
that Chris and I prefer the gym. Mike likes
Oh, yeah.
home workouts.
I like doing home workouts, but I am leaning on doing gym stuff. Maybe.
Yeah.
I would like to look awesome for my photo shoot, so I might just do that. So how about
And
that,
then we
Chris?
talk-
Yeah.
We both go to
Okay.
gym.
Planet Fitness is only like $10 a month, right? And it's half a
I'm gonna
mile
pay.
away.
I'm gonna pay 20 because I want the massage,
The black.
the black room.
Yeah. But still, it's only $20 a month.
I want some Swedish fingers on me
It's a water massage chair.
by some
But-
guy named
okay.
Gunther.
Well, everybody have a great night. Thank you for listening to us. We will be back next week on Tuesday,
Tuesday at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock Mountain. And then eventually
6
I will
o'clock
get around,
Vegas time.
Eventually I will get around to putting them up.
Yeah,
so
that'd be
they'll
great if
be
I could
podcast.
actually, push them out on Spotify. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
But thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Good night, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you next time.